So using your phone, any smartphone now, they're all amazing, aren't they? What a time we live in. Can you really just use your phone to create videos for social media? What are the pros? What are the cons? What are they used for video styles? When will they work? When won't they work? Really, could you just use your phone? So in this lecture, I'm going to go through all these points. I'm going to show you some examples you've already seen when we've gone through some other videos of vlog styles where people have been using their phone just 2 lectures ago compared to other camera types. And Julian's going to go into cameras in the next lecture. So pros and cons. Let's keep this really simple. Everyone, probably all of you watching right now, has a smartphone. And even the most basic smartphone has a great image quality. Some better than others, obviously, but most of us have a phone. The pros are we already have it and no other kit's needed. The microphones are often pretty good on a phone because obviously they're meant for phone calls. Remember, who uses a phone for a phone call anymore? But these are the pros to having it. Also, ease of using. If you're going to upload your content from your phone, how much easier is it to do it from that? I'll get into that in a moment too. But your phone can be enough. Let me show you some examples. I'm on the iPhone 13 here, and I'm going to show you some examples here. If I record this is in selfie mode, of course, and this is me filming here with the lighting on me. This is what the image quality looks like, but you can hear the audio quality is not great. But that is because I've not got any microphone attached. You can attach a microphone to this, of course. I'll show you that in a moment. But the image quality is okay. And if I was outside in the light, if I just go to some bright light here, you can see how good the image quality is. It's not going to be quite as polished as, say, a DSLR, but the image quality is great, and you already have this. Okay, this was selfie mode standard on phone. Let me just show you this. Now I'm on an iPhone 13 Pro, and this right here, this is in selfie mode, but cinematic. You see how the background is blurred? It's a digital cinematic, so if I move, you might see around the edge of my head, it slightly gets distorted, but you can get that DSLR quality, a blurred background with an in-focus foreground on selfie mode, not back camera, on selfie mode, which is amazing, isn't it? So the other options, obviously on phone, if I use the back camera, the better quality camera. Now this is the back camera, pretty good. This is in standard. I can make this wider. I've got loads more in shot if I'm using a wide lens on the back camera. Obviously the disadvantage is that I can't see myself what it is that I'm filming. If you attach something like your watch, your Apple Watch, if you're using an Apple product or anything on Android too, you can see the shot on your watch. I know people that have a small mirror that they put on the back of their phone to try and see what they're doing, but it's pretty hard to see what it is you're doing. We're waiting for a wide angle lens on selfie mode cameras. That would be the answer to all of this, wouldn't it? There's also cinematic mode on the back camera, which again gives me a nice blurred background on this, but you can't do this wide even on back camera. So you might as well use selfie mode and see yourself whilst you're doing this. The quality on cameras is good enough, I think. Is it? And with ease, let's talk about that now. So ease is obviously probably one of the main reasons you're going to use your phone. One, cost, obviously. I don't even need to mention that. If you already have a smartphone compared to the cost of other cameras, ease of using it. You're already going to carry around your phone with you. You can shoot and use this. Some people don't like that because they like to have their camera kit separate from their phone and don't like to use their phone, or if they drop it, break it, they've broken their phone. But if you drop a camera, I guess you've broken that too. But it is easy. There is an ease of use element here, and you don't have to buy any more kit. You already have it. If what's stopping you is cost, or that you need to get a camera or anything else to start vlogging, start making content, start with your phone. We saw in the previous examples, Mr. Beast used to shoot on just his phone and got to over 100k subs just with his phone when he first started years ago. You can do the same. The quality is so much better on phones now. Ease is a big one, and you already have it. Don't let tech stop you starting right now. And of course, we've spoken about other vloggers that do it. We are absolutely used to seeing phone quality footage. When I'm shooting myself in selfie mode, when I'm filming, especially if you're doing vertical, that's another thing. If you're shooting vertical, if you're doing reels, then of course your phone is probably even better to use than say a camera that you have to turn on your side that might not be the exact 16:9 format. If you're shooting to watch on your phone, like reels, they're all consumed on a phone. shoot with a phone. And we're used to it. We are used to it as a culture. It used to be the time when we weren't used to this bad quality footage. One, the footage is good, and we are used to seeing people holding, because, onto my last point, it embraces the real. People are watching you as a vlogger, as someone creating content. It is real. They are really watching either with you, watching you as a brand, or through you vicariously. Embrace the real. Don't let tech stop you from starting. You already have a phone. 100% of you watching this, I expect, have a smartphone with a camera they can use. Don't obsess over the quality, over the content you can create with this. You can do great things with just a phone. So to summarize, there's pros and cons. You already have it, no more tech needed. You can start straight away. I've shown you the different formats using it. If you are shooting on a different phone, I'm using the iPhone 13 like I mentioned. If you're on another Android, there may not be cinematic. There probably is right now. There may not be wider, tighter shots, etc. But you can get around this, holding it, resting it against something, holding it in a tripod, GorillaPod, etc. And we are used to seeing this content. We are 100% used to it. Embrace the real. The one thing with phones is audio is not amazing, but let me show you this. With just a couple of bits of kit, you can transform your phone to have amazing audio quality. Let me show you, for example, this is a Rode microphone. Julian's gonna talk about microphones shortly. A directional mic, a little short mini one. This is the adapter for the iPhone that I'm using. For example, here, let me show you. If I now plug this in, and I could use something like this GorillaPod with a mount for your phone. You can get these for next to nothing on eBay or Amazon or something. Now, if I connect this up, I'm now rigging myself up with an amazing shoot, just amazing shooting quality just with my phone. Here, let me show you. Now, if I record using this setup right now, you can hear instantly the audio from this phone is so much better. I've got a great setup here, microphone, phone, connector, holding it with a GorillaPod here. I can walk around and vlog. I could stand this up as a tripod and I could vlog and talk like this with good quality. I've now got great image from my phone, sound, and setup. For the sake of a small GorillaPod, the connection here going into a microphone, directional mic, and already using a camera that I have. I'm using the iPhone. This is a setup I'm massively in favor of for starting. You can always upgrade your kit later, but this is pretty damn good. So I hope that quashes any fears anyone has of just using their phone, and how a simple setup can transform the phone into a great quality kit to get started with. You can always upgrade this later. You don't have to. You can start blogging right now. Okay, that was phones. If you do need a different setup, and again, depending on your purpose, your audience, what kind of videos you're creating, etc., which we did earlier, Julian is going to go into several cameras right now in the next lecture. See you over there.